Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paul McKenna.
Thanks for joining me for an evening of suggestions so outrageous and behaviour so bizarre that you'll think you've wandered into a Tory MP's bedroom. Tonight's show is a special programme thanks to 10 very special people who are making a return visit to the hypnotic world, because our subjects are the most imaginative people from the last series. However, they have absolutely no idea of the brand new routines we've got lined up for them. So please welcome our hypnotic stars, Mark Chambers, Tracy Ratton, Andrew Travolci, Arabella Wallen, Ashley Smith, Martin Hicken, Joseph Amisa, Adam Philpott, Samantha Harding, and Lisa Blundell. Well, nice to have you back. Did you enjoy being hypnotised the last time you were here? Yeah. Yeah, jolly good. And can I ask you to confirm before we start that you don't know any of the routines that we have lined up for you? You've not taken part in any rehearsals or anything like that?
No.
All right, so what we're going to do this time is, instead of going through the longer induction that we did last time, because you've been hypnotised before, it'll be very easy for you to go back into trance again very quickly. In fact, some people say it can happen as fast as a handshake. Nice to see you again, Adam. To see you sleep and relax.
I remember shutting my eyes and it was like a negative on a photograph. It was green and yellow. It just went like that, a flash, and that was me. I was out.
At first you try to fight it slightly. I did this time because I knew what to expect. I just thought, oh, can this be done again, you know? But it was, and that was it really. Once I got over that aspect of it, I was really relaxed.
I felt a lot lighter this time. Last time my body felt so heavy. But this time I just felt so light. I felt like I was a bubble, literally, and I was just floating all the time. It was really nice.
I saw him coming down the line and people were just dropping. And I thought, he's going to get to me, nothing's going to happen. This is going to be really embarrassing. I'm just going to have to go home or something. And he got to me and you just go.
As he touched my hand, I felt like I saw a blue light and everything around me just went cold and I just went to sleep.
I could feel my heart slowing, actually sort of going doo-doom, doo-doom, coming down and down. And I was at peace. It was lovely.
Ladies and gentlemen, our hypnotic stars. This is a people's show, ladies and gentlemen. It's the imaginations and personalities of our subjects which are going to provide us with the fascination and entertainment this evening. Now, there are lots of ways to find out what people are really like: their clothes, their hairstyles, their body language. But there's also one thing that reveals quite a lot about a person, because when I snap my fingers in the next few moments, you're all going to find that you're sitting here with your eyes closed doing your favourite thing, whatever that is. Get ready, you're doing your favourite thing now. Yes, you're doing your second favourite thing, I think. What are you doing, Adam?
Rice pudding.
Oh, rice pudding, yes, because we know what your favourite thing is. I think we can all guess that. What about you, Ashley?
Watching telly.
Yeah, what are you watching?
Cell Block H.
Oh, you are in a profound trance. What about you?
I'm dancing.
Dancing, yeah?
But I'm annoying my daughter because I'm not supposed to be here.
What about you? You're having a few drinks, are you?
No, curry.
Oh, curry. What about you? What are you doing, sir?
I'm smoking a cigarette, watching Arsenal play.
Oh, right. Hey, look. I just scored! Yes! That's right.
I've dropped my back here.
Oh, dear. What are you doing, Lisa?
I'm stroking my pussy.
And among tonight's returning hypnotic stars is Samantha Harding from Dagenham. Last time she appeared on the show, Paul brought out her maternal instincts.
What time do you go to bed? Please tell me.
Well, anyway, I'd like to say thanks to all our volunteers.
Please tell me, what time do I tell you? You have to be in bed.
Well, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the show and you'll be able to join me next week.
You're just showing off, aren't you, in front of all of these...
Now, you've all been hypnotised before, haven't you? But you weren't tempted after the last time you were hypnotised to make up some outrageous story and try and sell it to the newspapers, were you?
No.
No, of course not. You wouldn't do a thing like that, would you? No. Sleep. But when you wake up, you will. Because you will all believe that you know an outrageous, bizarre, ridiculous and unbelievable story about somebody who was hypnotised by Paul McKenna. Yes, you'll want to tell me all about the terrible things that he did to them when they were hypnotised. All except for you, Ashley, because you'll want to tell me rather trivial stories about somebody you know who was hypnotised, because all of you will think that I'm the editor of a sleazy Sunday newspaper, and I'm offering you big money for your stories. However, when I snap my fingers like that, you'll suddenly realise that I'm Paul McKenna, and you'll be rather embarrassed about the things you've been saying about me. Ready? Eyes open, wide awake. Right then, we really want to stitch this McKenna geezer up, so who'd like to go first then? Yes, what about you then?
Yeah, well, my mate, he's under the lights, Paul's going on about how hot it feels and everything.
Yeah.
And he's saying, you know, you feel hot like you're on a beach, but no, you're hotter than that, no, much hotter, and you're really burning up. And he just, I don't know, he associates that somehow with, like, being, it's going to sound stupid, but this is how he's got it.
Go on, tell me.
He reckons he's a hot dog now, right?
A hot dog. Like it?
No,
like it?
Hang on. No.
All right, hang on. What were you going to say?
This girl, she works in my office, and she was hypnotised by Paul McKenna, and she's 26, 27-year-old girl, really pretty. She thinks she's a man. No, come on. She tries to pee standing up. I mean, imagine.
I can't believe that. Excuse me, what were you going to say?
Oh, this friend of mine, they could only do it like the third notch on their belt. I mean, third notch on their belt.
That's not even worth talking. Talking of clothes.
Oh, yeah, all right, yeah, go on, mate, go on.
A friend of mine, every
Yeah,
time he
it's about
sees a
four,
phone box, turns into a superhero.
And what does he do?
Superman, Banana Man, Super Ted, like, his clothes off, he's away.
Just a story we're looking for. Yes, what about you, Samantha? Yes.
My mate, he came on, he's Ronald McDonald. He's there. Every time he goes past the McDonald's, red hair, the works, he's gone, mate.
Yeah, what about you?
No. Listen, my mate, not only does he think he's a hot dog, right?
Yes.
He's a hot dog. He's given up his job. He comes down to Tottenham Court Road Station. You know that guy who's out there with sizzling sausages? He stands there all day begging the guy to cover him in ketchup and onions. He said, I won't be happy till you get me a great big bun that I can lie down in. You can cover me in ketchup.
Ashley, yes, what were you going to say?
3 notches, man. He had 3 notches on his belt. And that's how much he could do up to. It was just bloody brilliant.
Is there anything else unusual we should know about your friend?
The belt was blue.
I don't think you've quite got it, have you? Yes.
Anyway, back to this Batman thing.
Yeah.
We're talking Batman, Superman, Super Ted.
We're talking Ronald McDonald.
All right. OK, has anyone else got another story about somebody they know?
Here's another one.
Yeah.
Thought he was a pen.
You thought he was a pen?
Thought he was a pen. Everywhere he went, like this. Thought he was scribbling on the floor.
Really? Yes. What were you going to say, Samantha? Yes.
I was going to say, a friend of mine came on and she was told that she was a carpet.
A carpet, yes. And what happened then?
Oh, every time you go round her house, she just lies on the floor in front of
Really?
her. Step on the girl. I mean, that's appalling.
What about you? Do you know any other stories about anyone else?
Well, yeah. It was the same night again as this guy. He reckons he's a pilchard now. He covers himself in ketchup, right, and he stands around near fish stalls and tries to slide onto the ice when no one's looking.
Maybe it's a ketchup thing.
Yes. Do you know a story about anyone else?
Ah.
Yes.
Hey.
This is going to be a good one, I think.
I've got the story now.
Go on.
Be a pair of trousers.
I on our team. I want
Mickey Mouse watch.
What is
Not my watch, my friend's watch with the blue belt.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, it, reads the time.
But what is...
Brilliant. It's absolutely amazing. You've never seen Mickey Mouse watch.
I think we've got it. I mean, all these good stories, I don't know which one to use. I mean, normally I can just make up my mind like that. Oh. So, anyway, what were you saying about me? Oi, oi, come back, come back. What were you saying about me? You were saying about me, weren't you? Oi, come back.
It's nothing to do with the accent whatsoever.
I just wanted to crawl up in a little ball and die. Because I was just... He didn't look like it was him. You don't really see his face while he's... You know, when he's sitting there, you know it's him inside you, but you don't.
In the real world, Andrew Travalucci is a money broker. But in the hypnotic world, he went from buying Deutschmarks to selling newspapers.
Well, was there somebody shouting things out, you know...
Read all about it! Read all about it! Bogies land in Banstead! Aliens everywhere! Run!
Having not seen Andrew since last series, civil servant Lisa Brundell is about to find herself unhappily married to him again. Remember this?
See, now, if you look like him, there wouldn't be no problems.
Well, why didn't you marry him?
Because I didn't know him.
Oh, right. So you knew me, so you married me?
Yeah, well, something's better than nothing, isn't it?
Have you ever had one of those experiences where you've thought to yourself, ground, open up and swallow me? Yeah. Sleep. Well, you're about to have another one, because when I wake you, Andrew, you're going to think that you're here at a very posh restaurant about to have a very important dinner with your boss, the chief superintendent. You'll think you're a police constable. You'll be really excited about this because he's considering you for promotion. However, you're really worried about the presence of your wife because she's a bit common. Yes, when you wake up, you'll think that you're Andrew's wife. You refuse to be something you're not. And you don't mind speaking your mind. In fact, with every sip of water that you take, which you will think is wine, you'll get drunker and drunker. Ready? Eyes open, wide awake.
Whatever you do, just...
God, look at these, Andy, man. They're like something you do your f***ing eyebrows with.
Please, it's very important, very important, just behave. I've never brought you to a nice restaurant. It's nice. Look, it's lovely and posh.
Yeah, lovely, isn't it?
Please, just keep it quiet as soon as the super
Who's
comes...
this geezer that's coming in?
Oh, he's very important. He's a superintendent. You know, you have levels.
Yeah.
These are my lovely wife.
Thank you.
Would you like a drink?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a glass
Shall I
of alcohol.
pause?
No, I'll do it. Oh, Pouilly Fume, 1993. Very nice.
This one here.
No. Just drink from that glass.
Thanks very much, geezer. Cheersies.
Do you come to this sort of restaurant often?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
What do you normally eat when you go out?
Fish and chips.
Friday. We usually have fish and chip on a Friday, because, you know, fish.
Excuse me, can I ask you, are these for doing your eyelashes with?
Just put them down. I wonder if your wife is a bit like, you know, strange with foreign objects. It's very new to us. We don't usually come out to these kind of...
Can I have another glass of
So where do you normally go to enjoy yourself then?
Oh, we don't go out, really.
Yeah, certainly have another drink.
Not too much.
Oh, come on.
Don't worry,
Don't be tight. It's his money.
Well, as you know, this restaurant serves Nouvelle cuisine. Do you like that?
Yeah,
Nouvelle what?
yeah, we do. We usually, we sometimes...
That's when you go to MFI in it and you order a new kitchen.
Please, just no more. Just be quiet and please. Excuse me.
Come on, darling. Look, I ain't something I'm not, right?
Just for 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes, get the promotion, then do whatever you want. OK?
I'll try. All right, I'll try. This wine half good.
As you know, your husband's up for promotion to sergeant. Do you think he could cope with that?
I don't think you really should be asking my wife
These
at this
blokes come round the house,
time.
yeah, with this big bag. It looked like talcum powder. Let me finish, right?
Have another drink. Have another drink.
Lovely,
it was talcum powder.
It was talcum powder.
Oh, I think your husband sounds like a bit of a crook to me.
I can't get my words out. It was the dearest talcum powder I've ever had because he was flogging it for like £20 and there was only that much in the bag.
It was from Selfridges. Look, not... Please, no more. It wasn't actually talcum powder. It was a cream for the knee. It wasn't actually a powder.
And I'd like to thank you very much, Superintendent, for allowing my husband to use the car for off-duty taxiing. The extra money comes in very
My wife has a very sordid sense of humour. It's very funny, honey.
When's the grub coming in, darling?
Obviously, the social side of the
Lovely.
job is very important. Do you think your wife has the breeding and the manners to cope with that?
I don't think I will be with my wife for much longer.
Are you ashamed of me?
No. Just do carry on with the one. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
What do you think are your husband's best qualities?
Always, you know...
Excuse me, sir. I'm not being funny or anything, but this is probably not the right woman to ask, to be fair.
He's asking me, dear. Well, them horses, that dope peddling you did. You know, he says to me, I'm going down the betting shop, right?
No.
So what do you think is the best part of being a sergeant's wife?
Got a matching pen, huh? I'll do with them when the old Mort comes round for...
What do you think the best thing about being a sergeant's wife would be?
She won't be a sergeant wife at this rate.
It's this lovely plonk, because I...
Will you?
Quick.
I'm really sorry about this.
I take it that...
I'm really sorry about this. This doesn't usually happen. We don't. To be fair, we don't actually go out very often, and you know, we did go out for a couple of drinks beforehand. It's gone to her head. I really shouldn't have brought her out. Sit up, quick.
I mean, it's quite understandable. It's quite a nervous experience for her with your promotion.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully, when we have. If I do get the promotion, you know, we'll be able to go out to these kind of restaurants a bit more, enjoy the life a little bit more. I think she's actually, you know, to be fair, I mean, I don't think she's going very well.
Can I eat this, can I?
No, it's not the same.
Well, I'm afraid to say that having heard the evidence, I have no alternative but to say you've got the job. Congratulations.
I've never done any acting, not since a child anyway. And if you gave me a scenario now to do, I couldn't do it. I'd have to go away and think about it, and I'd probably go blank.
OK, let's take a break. Be here when we return with special guests galore and even more sensational surprises.
Now, let's meet Paul's next batch of hypnotic stars, headed up by Mark Chambers, a medical researcher from Wimbledon. Last time Mark was on the show, he discovered that only fools let Buster Merrifield loose with a pair of scissors.
How do you fancy...
Look, stop, hang on. How much are you taking off?
Wait a minute. Oh, not much, just a little.
It looks too much.
A little dash
Can
of
you
good.
show me how much you're taking off?
Look, no, these scissors are no good. I'll have to get you some more. How about that?
Motor mechanic Adam Philpott comes from Gosport in Hampshire. The last time Adam stepped into the hypnotic world, he called Paul's bluff with a backhanded compliment.
OK, let's move on, shall we? And our next word is mushroom. Adam.
You're a mushroom, Paul.
So
We're
what
all
is
mushrooms.
What's a mushroom, then?
Mushrooms, us. Mushroom. You get cats, dogs, mice and mushrooms.
When I wake you in the next few moments, you're going to find that you're in the future and fun has been made illegal. You're taking part in a daytime TV show where the moral debate today is, should fun still be illegal? You, sir, will find that you are a confessor. You want to stand up and tell everyone about how you've dabbled in laughter. You want to let everyone know that you've seen the error of your ways. You'll be a hardened joke addict. You won't mind laughing a little bit. You think it's quite good for people. You can't understand what all the fuss is about. You're hooked on laughter and you don't mind telling people about it. You're a very staunch campaigner. You'll have all kinds of bizarre and outrageous stories about the evils of laughter and fun. You'll be one of those slimy politicians. You're the one who actually introduced the bill, and you'll have all kinds of statistics and moral reasons why fun is bad for you. You'll be a police officer from the Laughter Squad. You'll want to warn some of the people here in the audience that laughing is illegal, and if they continue, you may have to tell a few of them off. Ready? Eyes open, wide awake. Welcome to Killjoy, the show where I ask a wide variety of people for their opinions on a topical issue and then completely ignore them. The debate today is, should fun stay illegal? Let me come to you, sir. I'm just going to get down to your level in a patronising sort of way. What's your story, sir? Tell us.
I can't.
Look up and tell us. Go on.
Well, sir, I can't. I know I shouldn't do it, but every now and then, I just wanted to.
What, you wanted to what?
I felt I needed to laugh.
Yes.
I shouldn't.
Yes, I notice a little camaraderie there, so do you have a similar story?
I understand. I sympathise. I used to enjoy myself.
Enjoy yourself. It's dangerous.
I know that now. I know that now. I don't enjoy myself anymore.
Because of this.
Madam, now you are the politician who introduced the bill.
Yes, you're damn right I am.
There are people flaunting the law here this evening.
I'm a strict member of the Conservative Party. Madam, please, I'm talking.
Excuse me. Shh. Now, can you tell us about some of the statistical evidence that support this?
There are 20 million people taking up unneedy beds in this country through laughing.
People actually laughing themselves into...
They're laughing themselves into their graves, and someone's got to do something about it.
Now, you don't agree with this, sir, do you? You're actually a hardened laughter addict, aren't you?
Definitely, sir. This woman is sick in the head. I'm sorry. I don't know what she's talking about. Everyone's got to laugh.
Now, there's a police officer with us this evening from the Laughter Squad. I can see you getting a little bit upset there because there are one or two people in the audience flaunting the law. Do you think it should be decriminalised?
Absolutely not.
What would you say to some... Look, some of these people, they're making fun of you, sir. Look, I mean, they're laughing in your face.
You'll be taking one of them beds.
All I can say is that they just better keep it quiet, because if I have to get up, you're all coming down the station. All of you. All of you. Enough's enough. If I have to get all of you, you're coming down with me.
Look, this one, down here, look.
I've warned her already. You know, the law's the law, and you can't take the mickey out of it. You know? I see people like you all the time. People like that one on the end there. All sweet and serene, but she's the ringleader.
Yes. Well, let me just come back for a moment. What would you say to people who are thinking of dabbling in this black art of laughter?
Don't do it. It's evil. It's evil. It's evil. You can help yourself. You might have noticed I've been pinching myself throughout the show. Well, I find that times when something, you know, I feel the sides of my mouth going up because it's... you see somebody trip over or something, but it's wrong. It's evil.
You what, sir? What did you say?
I just feel guilty. That's enough. I will not have
I'm so guilty. Why? But you shouldn't. And it's the law. And
what did you say?
I'm sorry. They've all gone mad. You've got to laugh. You're next.
I mean, would you say that she was asking for it?
Definitely. No. And they were all asking for it.
What's that?
Send them all out.
Now, can you tell us any more of the stories, the tales of woe that have afflicted our society because of this evil menace of laughter?
Well, just the other day when I was at work, they enrolled the mayor and somebody laughed and the whole floor caved in and everybody died and it was absolutely awful. I've never seen so much devastation.
How can we help our children? How can we help our children when in our own homes people are laughing?
Stand up in front and just tell everybody I laughed.
What's that?
I have laughed.
You what?
I'd laugh all the time. It's natural. You've got to laugh.
In that case, young man, you better shut up or you're joining that
if I want to laugh, I'll laugh, all right? There's no law against that to stop you from carting me away because I'm bloody laughing, all right? So shut up and sit down.
Right, everybody out. I don't know.
Everybody out! Out! He does not know what he's talking about, and it's really, really sad. All right?
Here you go, man.
Go away, go away.
You're next, come here. You're next. You're next.
Oh, dear. You're all right.
You sit down, but you don't carry on laughing.
Be quiet, miserable.
What's your...
Never mind where she was sitting. She was laughing. She knows the law. She wants to flat the law. She's going to receive the punishment.
Everyone's laughing in this room. You're going to arrest everyone?
All right, excuse me. Have a seat, sir, because you know there is an officer of the law present. I mean, what is the standard? Excuse me.
Shut up.
Yeah, it would appear that the people of today seem to have no respect for the law.
No, they don't.
No
they
respect
don't.
for something which I hold very dear to my heart. You see these stripes? You know how many years I've worked for these stripes?
It's people like you that make this country what it is.
Just have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat.
If she's got no sense of humour, I'd like to see the man who did her highlights.
Here, and I uphold that.
Yes, all right, thanks very much. OK. Well, that's absolutely marvellous. Well, as usual, we haven't actually come to any conclusions whatsoever, but who cares, because I still get paid. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
I just felt like I had to get out there and tell everybody, sort of like when you're at an Alcoholics Anonymous. I felt like I just wanted to stand up and say, my name's Adam Philpott, and I've laughed.
When that guy started to break down in front of me, I just felt, my heart went out to him. I felt really sorry for him. And I thought, you know, it's really wrong, but you've got to understand people and try and meet them where they are and sympathise with them and help them, because I was there and it was hell.
On her last visit to the hypnotic world, Tracy Ratton found herself temporarily married to a man who spent their entire savings on a plastic potty.
We were going on holiday. You just spent all my money. What about the kids? You promised to take them to Butlins.
Whereas postal assistant Arabella Wallen had to fight for the phone, believing as she did that sex god Tony Blackburn was on the other end.
I think it was hers.
Tony? I can't believe you called me here. There's loads of people listening. I know. I can't wait.
Hello there, having a good time?
Yep.
Sleep. Look, she's hypnotised. Yeah. Now, what I wanted to ask you is, do you remember the first time that you took home a boyfriend to meet your mother?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
Tricky?
A bit tricky, was it? Aha, well, sleep, because it's going to be again. Because when you wake up, you will believe that you're bringing home a boyfriend to meet your mother. If he should say anything that's a little bit embarrassing, you'll try and make excuses for him. If he continues to do that, you may gradually begin to form the same low opinion of him that your mother has. When he stands up, however, you'll suddenly fall madly in love with him again and want to jump on him and cuddle him. When you wake up, you'll believe that you're Arabella's mother. You'll be a thin-lipped, judgmental snob of a woman. Oh yes, you'll think that no man could ever be good enough for your daughter. However, when he stands up, you'll suddenly believe that he's the nicest, most lovely man in the world, and you'll want to cuddle him too. Ready? Eyes open, wide awake, wakey, wakey, rise and shine. So I gather you've got a new boyfriend.
Yeah.
Is it serious?
Who knows?
Oh. Well, here he comes right now.
Arabella. Good to see you. How's my sexy love bug then, all right? Just a twirl girl, eh? Whoa, look at that, eh? Looking lovelier than ever. Mwah. So this is the lady in question, yeah? How are you, Trace, all right?
I'd rather you called me Mrs. Smith, actually.
Mrs. Smith, is it? All right, yeah. Well, it's very nice and cosy here, isn't it?
Yes,
yeah.
Would you like to sit down?
Yeah. You want to have a seat, darling?
OK.
How's it going? You well?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Not bad, not bad,
That time you had your hair cut.
Yeah. You what?
That time you had your hair cut.
It's my pride and joy, that is.
Oh, no.
You love that, don't you?
It really suits him.
Yeah, she likes playing around with that, tickling it a bit and all that, don't you, darling? Yeah. Anyway, the reason I'm here is
In a home.
Yes.
How would you react if I told you me and Arabella's going to get married?
No, you know, but we're thinking of it.
No, well, we agreed the other day.
Arabella, this is a bit sudden.
Trace, I mean, Mrs. Smith, look, I can assure you, my intentions are honourable. Just say was with my first 3 wives.
We're thinking...
Well,
I mean, you had 3 wives.
Sorry, no, 4. Well, you don't count Lucy, really. It only lasted a fortnight.
Arabella, can I have a quiet word, please?
Oh, Mrs. Smith, look, you know... just want to...
Just excuse me for a second. Arabella, if he's been married 4 times, then surely this relationship isn't going to last, is it?
Look, can I...
I mean, your father was bad enough. He ran off with that woman from down the road.
Don't
I mean to say.
Look, I'll tell you what. I had all them wives, right? Now, I know you're worried, Look, I had all them wives, but, I mean, they divorced me when I was in the nick. It wasn't my fault, was it?
A lot of home truths coming out here.
I didn't tell you, but, I mean, it's like, it's all in the past now. You know I love you.
Excuse me a minute. If you love my daughter, as you supposedly say you do, then how come she didn't know you'd got 4 wives? She doesn't know you've been in prison.
Oh.
Well, I'd like to know what you were
I'm
in
not a
prison
criminal,
for in the
all
first
right?
place.
Well, it's just a bit of armed robbery with violence. If you consider that.
I can't believe
Sit down, relax. Come on, come on.
Think.
Mrs, look, you're upsetting her, all right?
I'm sorry.
I didn't come round here for a ruck, all right?
Hey, really? I just can't believe that you'd actually pick up with somebody like this.
I had a mother like you once. Left her long behind, I can tell you.
You should go
I've done a really good job of bringing my daughter up.
Yeah, she's a lovely girl, I don't deny it.
Right, so
treat
if
her
she's a
well.
lovely girl, then I've done a really good job with her.
Yeah, I've got a bit of money.
But, I mean, you're going to totally ruin everything I've done with her.
You can come to the wedding, be a little registry office
I don't know whether I want to come to the wedding.
I've got the honeymoon booked, nice little caravan on the North Kent coast.
You are not going to get married.
Hang on a minute.
Arabella, I refuse. I'm sorry.
I don't want to marry him, OK?
OK, well, look.
So you do tomorrow night, then?
I don't want you here. I think you ought to leave.
I think you ought to leave.
Well, that's it. I've got to go. Can't keep Raquel waiting any longer.
Yeah, all right, then.
No, I'm not.
Wow. My lucky day, eh?
I could really, I could see Tracy sitting there, but it was like she really was my mother. That was definitely the most strong feeling last night, over everything else.
I've never liked Nick Cotton as it was on the telly, and to see him stood there with Arabella, I can't believe she's brought him home. How could she do this to me?
Last time around, customer services supervisor Martin Hicken found his gift for misquotes made him a natural as a journalist.
OK, when was the last time you flew a model to the moon?
I've never flown any models to the moon.
Under hypnosis, Mr. McKenna, for your own ill-gotten gain. I've got it recorded, Mr. McKenna. There's no giving away. McKenna Gate.
Martin, do you like animals?
Yes.
Have you got any animals?
I've got a cat.
A cat, yeah. Don't you find it frustrating when they won't do as they're told?
Yeah, very.
Sleep. Well, you're about to, because when you wake up, you'll think that you're a shepherd. And the dog inside that kennel behind you is the world's greatest sheepdog. You are here at the Sheepdog Trials. This is a really important part of the event for you. If the dog performs well, you could win the prize money of £50,000. If he doesn't, you'll become very, very annoyed. Hi, sir. Wide awake. So, do you have a dog?
Yeah, I've got a lovely dog.
What's his name?
Shep.
Shep? And what sort of dog is he?
He's a sheepdog with a name like Shep.
Yeah, of course, yes. Could you describe him? What does he look like?
He's so high.
Yeah?
Black.
Black, yeah.
Yeah, black and white.
Yeah, lovely.
4 legs.
Well, he's behind there, isn't he? Shall we, let's call him out, shall we?
Shep!
Really? Doesn't seem very obedient, does he?
Shep, come on. I think he's shy.
Yeah.
Shep, come on. Come on.
Yes, I think you have to, won't you? Just, that's it. Yes, just encourage him to come out. That's it. Yes. Can you sit him up for us?
Yeah. Sit, Shep. You won't do this. No. Go on. Up
there we are.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
Perhaps you'd like to get him to do something for us. Go on, get him to come round.
Shep, come by here. Come on. Shep! Shep! Come by here, Shep! He's not doing it. Shep, come by here!
You may have to try a bit harder with him, actually. He doesn't seem... Go on, a bit firmer.
Stupid dog, you're winding me up. Come on, move, we're on television.
come! Shep, come by here, come on! You have one more go?
Yeah, go on, have one more go.
Shep, come on. Come by here!
Well, we'll see how he gets on after the break. Let's see how he's getting on. I think you might need to be a bit firmer with him. He's not quite... Bring him back here. Bring him back. Bring him back here.
It's not working.
Bring him back. Well, he did well. Do you think he did... What do you think? He didn't. Oh, well... Do you think he deserves something for his efforts?
Yeah.
The more I asked the dog to do something, the less it responded. I think at one stage, I pulled it out of the kennel and basically frog marched it across the stage on my own. Other than that, I was just really frustrated, and I got angrier and angrier at the dog because it wouldn't move.
Paul's last two hypnotic stars include Joseph and Misa, who found everything on the old conveyor belt seemed to belong to him.
Those are lovely mugs. Look, some mugs here. Look at
I recognise this anywhere.
Oh, rabbit.
Don't get your hands off. I'll call the police.
No, you won't. I'll call the police. No,
And finally, Ashley Smith from Kent found that making his first television appearance in the hypnotic world was merely child's play. Are you sitting comfortably?
Right, now you've done the cover for your rocket ship, boys and girls. You must take your scissors in this hand, but make sure to hold the bottle with two hands because you might drop it, might you?
Have you ever had the experience of waiting in a bar and it just seems like you cannot get served? Yeah, you've had that? Sleep. Well, it's about to happen again, because when you wake up, you'll be sitting here waiting to get served. When you go over to the barman, Joseph, you'll ask for a drink, but unfortunately, you can't remember the name of any drink at all, so you'll try and describe the drink you want. You, Ashley, will try and order your drinks in elongated Welsh words. The more bizarre and unusual they sound, the better. You, Lisa, will be so polite when you speak to the barman. You'll ask him for your drink, and as soon as he turns his back, you'll feel a compulsion to insult him. When the barman says, "Time, gentlemen, please," you'll all be able to remember what it is you want and say it normally, but you'll shout it out really loudly. Just Joseph, eyes open, wide awake.
Hi, mate.
What can I get you, sir?
Bit of a tall order. I want a drink, but I can't remember the name of it.
Easy done.
Yeah, I know, it's
Easy.
terrible. It's like one of those funny glasses, sort of long glasses. It's two drinks, you mix it. It's like a cocktail.
Where did you first have it?
Oh, granddaughter's christening, actually.
The granddaughter's christening.
Yeah.
Oh, very unusual drink for a christening, isn't it? Eh?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like...
So it... I know it too well.
Yeah, I can't remember, like I say, I can't remember what it's called.
I'll just try and...
Yeah,
just you carry on thinking.
Sure.
I won't be...
Hello, mate. Can I have a bottle of Jacqueline here?
Yeah. Is it Welsh or Spanish? Or...
Yes, it's just like a little bottle of Jacqueline here. Just the one.
Well, I mean, I could
nice,
give you an
thank
English drink, and if you want a Welsh flavour, you could always sort of have a leak in it.
Just a bottle of...
just within a second. You carry on thinking, mate. Yes, I'm sorry, madam. I'm sorry. Yes, come here.
Good evening. How nice to see you.
Oh, thank you.
Please, may I have a gin and tonic? Thank you.
Well, that's very nice. Thank God somebody knows what they want. Gin and tonic, yes.
Gin four-eyed git.
I beg your pardon.
Sorry?
What did you just call? You just called me a four-eyed git.
I said what a wide selection you have of whiskey.
A wide selection. A gin and tonic, was it?
Yes, please. Please, yes.
Right, gin and tonic.
To get a suit that fits, darling. I said how nicely your suit fits.
I heard that.
And we don't like that sort of language in this bar.
Well, anyway,
so very
while you're
respect.
there,
Yes,
sorry to
you do.
interrupt.
Yes,
Could I have my bottle of that alcohol?
Yeah, because I mean, it's getting on for last orders now, you know. So yes,
Group. It's named after a pop group.
Named after a pop group. Beatles.
No, Shawadi. No.
Shawadi Wadi.
No, it's another one.
Could you
full
please.
blondes. Two
Just a minute.
guys, I think, and 2 girls. Eurovision Song Contest.
Eurovision Song Contest. I don't know. Yes.
Please, can I have a gin and tonic, please?
Yes, all right.
Some ice and lemon.
Yes.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
You fat b****.
I beg your pardon, madam.
I said this bell's rather large for this shelf, isn't it?
But be honest with me, do you really do bottles of here?
Well, yes, I'm sure we could accommodate you. I really... I mean, you're getting very close to closing here.
Surely you know what it looks like. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't really.
Please, ladies first. Ladies
I'm
first,
sorry,
please.
There don't seem to be any around here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
well, no, that's the first time I'm on your wavelength.
As I was saying, 2 drinks.
Two drinks
one of
mixed
them's
together.
bubbly,
One's bubbly. It couldn't be what he's after, could it? This got
Don't take the mick.
Well, I'm sorry. Time, gentlemen, please.
The minute he turned his back, I hated him. You know, I don't know if I swore then, I don't know. But I hated his guts. It was like, give me my drink now, you know, and he just, I can't describe how I felt about him. I hated him. I just looked at him like he was dirt.
Andrew, do you have a dream car, a vehicle you'd really like to own?
Ferrari.
A Ferrari, which one?
Testarossa.
Really? Sleep. When you wake up, you'll believe that the car I'm about to reveal to you is in fact your dream car, a Ferrari Testarossa. Against everyone else's advice, you've scrimped and saved. You've even borrowed money to afford this car. Now, even though your insurance doesn't come through till tomorrow, you can't resist taking it out for a test drive. Eyes open, wide awake, wakey. Come with me, I've got a surprise for you. What colour were you expecting, sir?
Red.
Red. May I reveal to you your dream car, the Ferrari Testarossa?
No.
That's beautiful, isn't it?
Another interior.
Brilliant. Look at the finish on that, sir.
Alloy wheels. If I don't pull the birds in this, what would I do? Pull the birds in this.
Yes,
I
I know. It's incredible, isn't it? Is it real walnut?
Don't touch it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yes, it's great.
Can you show me how do the extras work? Yeah, that's incredible. Actually. Is there a lot under the hood?
There's V6,
Wow,
plenty of room. You know, the birds we like that.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that
That's
bloke.
so cool, isn't it? And the interior is
Leather, of course, yeah. Leather interior, 5-speed gearbox, reverse as well. I might actually, I'm not insured at the moment, but I think I might chance it, take it for a ride.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, it's up to you, sir. You must realise that. Okay, well, why not step inside? He's a little bit small, if you don't mind me saying so.
Compact.
Yeah, okay,
Compact.
all right.
I would say compact.
And how does that feel? Does that feel good?
Yeah. All right,
maybe you'd like to just reverse it back here. That's it.
I have to turn it on first.
Yeah, it's lovely, that. Pull it onto the road. Pull it onto the road here. That's it. Yeah. Oh, that's smashing. That is, isn't it? Yeah. That really goes, doesn't it? Well, don't open it up just yet.
Yeah, it's great.
Take it round to the stop. That's it. Yeah.
Girls.
Now, sir, you are not insured. You know that, don't you?
No, I'll take it nice and easy.
Okay, well, why not open it up down that stretch of road and then stop at the lights, yeah? Okay. Stop it, sir. That's it, sir. Lovely.
What are you doing? The light was green, man. You put it in reverse, you come straight back into me.
Stupid sod.
They don't believe it.
Look, mate, you can get done because you came into me.
Where's your insurance? I can't believe you've reversed into me. The light was green, man.
The light was not green, it was red. I had
the
to...
geezer in front of you went straight...
Don't you still be... You f***ing pot.
What
on earth is that? What on earth is that?
Now you've got some problems. I want to see your insurance.
Hey, sir.
Over here, please.
Officer,
right,
I want to see his insurance.
Shut up.
Excuse me. What is going on here?
I was just driving out of that junction up the road there, came to these traffic lights. I stopped because the traffic lights were red.
Put it in the wrong gear
Did
and
not
came
put it in
backwards straight into the front of my little...
Don't start lying, mate.
Oh, one at a time, please. Sir.
Well, obviously, sir, you can see that I've parked here. My handbrake is still on. I've got the tunes on. Stop there. The light went green. Geezer pulled up. He's put it in the wrong gear, straight in the front of my motor.
You can tell by the type of motor he's got.
Excuse me,
it's a Ford Escort.
Listen. Nigel Manson, give us the full story. I'll start it for you. Once upon a time.
Like I said, I was out that junction, new car, coming down the road, stopped. This idiot, he's decided to come and give me a nudge at the back. Lights were red, he's come out, and he wasn't even part. He said, I didn't even go in reverse.
Excuse me, sir, put yourself in my position. I mean, who exactly do you think I should believe? I mean, this fine, upstanding pillar of the Welsh community. Or you shifty-looking thug.
No insurance, I don't think, either.
Got your insurance?
It's somewhere. I haven't got it on me at the moment. I have not got it on me at the moment.
Tell you what, right, over here, at the side of the road here, please, this way, sir. Thank you. No, over here. Excuse me. Hello, this is Unit 1 requesting vehicle backup, please. No. Yep, remove the wreckage, please, from the incident at the traffic lights.
I will produce the insurance. I'll be in just a minute.
Don't worry about the paperwork, it's a write-off.
Insurance now, you'll be needing it.
Well, you can shove your Ford Escort where it bloody hurts.
I did actually think I was on the road with my car. Girls were looking at me in the crowd because, you know, I had my Ferrari. It was very real. You actually imagined everything. The road there, the thug, the policeman, his motorbike. His motorbike looked quite nice as well. I was absolutely mortified, basically, that he'd done that to my car. I wanted the JCB driver, basically. I wanted to kill him.
Well, that's just about it, ladies and gentlemen. Time for just one more suggestion, though, because when I awake you in the next few moments, you'll believe that the first vase that you see is a very valuable family heirloom. If anyone else should have hold of it other than you, you'll think they've probably stolen it. When I say the words, good night, at that point, the vase will suddenly become very hot. OK, I'm talking to you, Mark, because when I awaken you, you'll be holding the vase. As soon as you awaken, you'll want to come and show me the vase and tell me how wonderful it is. Ready? Everyone's eyes open, wide awake, wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Well, that's just about it, ladies and gentlemen. Nearly at the end of the show. That's a lovely vase. Extremely thanks to everyone. Good night.